Evil eye! Stop sowing defeatism.
Oh, isn't that
He's a witchery kind of sorcerer.
like a white arrow up that way?
A wizard!
So,
It's you! I'm responsible for Baron Kimbolt's safety, so I'll be watching you. Make one false move, scratch your ass the wrong way.
it's like this guy was supposed to guide me, but he has freaking disappeared. Let me use that magnifying glass and maybe we see something. So, let's see what it says here.
A wizard!
Aldrich, Baron Kimbolt said you'd point Hieronymus Lash out to me.
Perfect timing. Come with me.
Okay.
Where's Lash?
Patience, mate. They should be here any minute. There. I've done my bit. Up to you now.
We've got a tail. Stop him.
Stop there, White One.
What if I don't?
Then I'll fucking help you.
I'd like to see you try.
Consider it done. For the challenge!
I'm this far away from losing it. This far away from losing it.
He's bugged out because he's supposed to look like he walked through this door over here.
That's the one. Kill him. Take my skill. Yeah. On Nilfgaard.
He's a mage. You see. I didn't drop it in loot.
Enough! You shall die, here and now.
Can't even. I think we have to do this. What the heck? Ah! Shit. I thought I was gonna be able to dagger him, but he moved or even got close. Knowing mage. Marvel's letter to Shilad Fitz Oysterlen. Your Excellency. I'm happy to report that Anais, Falter's bastard daughter, has been handed over to the Kaidvenis in your Excellency's name, as per our agreement. The god is now under the sorcerer Deathmold's care, and he appeared to be more than pleased with the gift. I trust that since I have concluded my end of the matter, I can now expect swift closure thereof on your Excellency's part. Sadly, not all went as planned. Peltis' bastard son, Bossy, perished through a series of unfortunate coincidences. Yet when dealing with such complex situations rife with unforeseen circumstances, one must be prepared to risk certain losses. I mourn for the lad, yet I trust your Excellency will see the advantages of this turn of events. Besides, can one really expect to cheat fate? Your Excellency's faithful servant, Count Marvel. And I have so many interesting swords, but Worse, almost. This one is so interesting though with the bigger region, but Quinn. Oh.
Evil Eye! Ugh.
There's a traitor among the Temerians.
Careful, Witcher. You'd better have evidence if you plan to accuse someone of treason.
Busi and Anais.
Yes?
You have a traitor in your camp, Constable.
I know what the Temerian nobles think of me. They have no love for me and seek to subvert me at every step. And that is how it will stay as long as the throne remains vacant.
I'm not talking about you. Count Maravel is responsible for Busi's death and for Anais landing in Kedweni hands.
A grave charge, Witcher.
This letter clearly shows Count Maravel's men ambushed the convoy carrying Foltest's children. The boy was killed during the assault. They kidnapped Anais and handed her over to the Nilfgaardians.
Why? For what amount of gold? For what swathes of land did that tub of lard, dripping with wealth, go so far as to commit treason against the state? I thank you, Witcher. You have done us all no small favor, though the Count's trial will bring its own share of grief. That is the state of affairs, Baron. Count Linus Maravel is a traitor. He has betrayed us, he has betrayed Temeria, he has betrayed the entire North.
You have at last seen the light, Constable, and I am content. We must show the Count that even in this trying hour, Temeria remains strong, united.
Oh, it's that guy. Pacta sunt servanda. Hey.
Baron, about that generous reward you mentioned, I'm here to collect.
I see I was not wrong about you. A thug for hire, nothing more.
This thing, my greed.
Kingslayer.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Know what I have on. Better. If there only was that old junk button. Oh. You should use that one instead. Gives a little bit damage, plus vitality, and bonus on signs if you're gonna use Quinn, so... Or use Ard. Okay, well, we're gonna go and save Triss. A little brat can be...
Nothing special.
Gross.
You are to guard the camp like it's the Emperor's treasure. Look who's here, the Rivian Witcher.
Greetings.
Our paths cross often, it seems.
Too often.
What do you seek here?
Triss Marigold.
In the Nilfgaardian camp? Fistek has addled your brain.
Lower your sword, son.
You've got cheek, Geralt.
Let's go. One false move and your ambassador will never see Nilfgaard's son again.
My men won't let you leave here alive.
They will if you ask them to, Excellency, and I believe you will.
Reynold Ep Madsen's orders come from the Emperor himself. He'd rather die than give you Marigold.
Then he'll die.
No, mark my words, you will. Unless you release me. It's not too late.
You're boring me. Pick up the pace.
Why do...
Out of the way, all of you, or the old man dies.
Hold there!
I'm not joking.
I know, and I advise you not to hesitate. Kill him, for we shan't move one bit.
Renwald!
He who brings me the Witcher's head will get the Order of Merit.
But Ambassador Fitz-Estelen...
Your Excellency. Orders from the capital.
Now I'll have to kill you all.
What are you waiting for? Get him!
Long live the Emperor!
Bye bye, Ambassador. Come on, we got.
The gate's closed. There must be another way in.
Gonna check the loot.
Long live the Emperor!
Huh. Wonder why my swings missed first.
Did you really think you could just prance in here? Make the Emperor proud! Kill him! The Imperial Army's ranks are endless!
No, they are. See about that, buddy.
Take our spear! Die, dog!
Stubborn beast, Nordling. Long live the Emperor!
Die, dog!
Ah! Got too greedy. It's upgraded odd. Plus, I have things, you know, I have the mutagenic things crits. It can freeze, stun, poison, put them on fire, you know. Anything that crits is pretty nice.
Congratulations, Witcher. They were my best men.
Free Triss, or join them.
You amaze me. How can you risk your life for a witch?
She has information that's very important to me.
Ah, that I understand. You're exceptionally reasonable for a Nordling.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that.
It should, because I in turn have information about her, which you may find interesting.
What are you talking about?
Your friend and the other witches conspired against your rulers.
How do you know that?
From the best possible source. She confessed.
And how did you convince her to do that?
By showing her the confessions of other lodge members.
I don't believe you.
That's irrelevant at this point. During our chat, my people managed to regroup, call for reinforcements.
Maybe now they'll start fighting like men.
Time to show you the Empire's true power. Surround him!
Oh my god, I stepped into the fire. God damn it. I took so much damage from stepping into the fire. It's just kind of amazing me that all my fire resistance, I take so much damage from the fire anyway. Which is kind of weird.
Free. She. How do you?
Surround him!
It's such bullshit though, you know. Not even.
Long live the Emperor!
Oh, I saw him casting, but I need to kill the mage first. This one is just annoying because there's so many ranged shooting at you all the time. But it's one thing annoying with the game is that when you get into these combat sequences, they, for some reason, they already can shoot you before you can even move. Waiting for my health to get up.
Mage needs to die first.
How do you...
Surround him!
What the heck? The moonwalking?
Shame to the Empire. Shield bearers, forward! Emperor, I failed you.
See, Ard is so OP, it's just ridiculous. Especially when it crits and just freezes them. Yeah, Quemi is the best. I mean, how it protects you from pretty much everything. It's a pretty neat armor too. Increases your load, you can carry a lot more magic resistance. Just lacking vitality, unfortunately. But it's still good. That armor is nice too, then. A lot of good stuff. Then we have all these letters. Yeah, we read that one. Hey, kind of like it that way, right? No. Well, well, well. Looks like some weekend fun. Oh, can we release that?
Geralt?
Didn't expect to see me.
Are you kidding? The only person you expect to see in a Nilfgaardian dungeon is the executioner.
Did they torture you?
They tried various things, but they got nothing from me.
When I left Flotsam with Vernon, I somehow doubted I'd find you so soon.
I know it was hard on you. I'll never forget this, you hear? Never.
I'd slaughter half the Nilfgaardian army for a friend. I know you're a member of the Lodge, Triss.
How do you know of the Lodge?
Doesn't matter. I also know the Lodge was behind Demavend's assassination.
Geralt, I
trust you.
True. I'm a member of the Lodge. Just like 8 other sorceresses. But if you think I'm responsible for the Lodge's actions, you're badly mistaken. The Lodge is a theater for 2 actresses. Sheila and Philippa have long dominated it.
To the point where you didn't know about the murder they planned?
To the point where I was no longer invited to gatherings.
Why?
They stopped trusting me.
Because you didn't agree with them?
9 women very rarely agree on anything. The actual problem was that
Tell me.
I was close to you. If Sheila fears anyone, it's Geralt of Rivia. The Lodge did everything to convince me that our relationship didn't bother them, even that it suited them. But they manipulated me. Through me, they fed you select information. Depending on the circumstances, they twisted facts.
We're still close. They could still be doing it.
Don't insult me.
Calm down, Triss. Reynold Ep Matson claimed otherwise, but I'll always take your word over that of some Nilfgaardian lowlifes. Now, you'll tell me everything you know. I need to learn the truth.
All existing councils of mages disintegrated after the Thaned massacre. We all acted separately. Philippa decided to create a new organization, a secret one this time. When I was sworn in, it never crossed my mind that the Lodge's plans would soon become secret to its members. As you know, Philippa's not one for minor undertakings. She presented a plan for creating a powerful state controlled by sorceresses.
No wonder the kings are opposing the sorceresses. Nobody likes a schemer.
Philippa and Sheila never lacked ideas or enthusiasm. To control a powerful state, they needed to create one first. Or find a wealthy land with a suitable political arrangement and an easily manipulated ruler. Sheila chose the Pontar Valley, Demavend, and Stennis.
Demavend hated mages.
No more than Henselder Radovid. Sheila and Philippa saw Demavend as the weakest ruler. His son, Stennis, blows hot and cold. Plus, he who controls the Pontar Valley controls the north. So it was in Edirn that a popular rebel emerged, preaching the idea of a new state. At one of our meetings, I just asked how they imagined overthrowing Demavend. That was the last time I was invited. After Demavend's death, I became suspicious but had no evidence. Philippa brushed me off. When you went off to meet Yorveth and Sheila was busy with the Karen's carcass, I managed to scan parts of her megascope. That's when I learned that Sheila had dealings with Letho.
Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to, but we never met after that. Letho must have shadowed me when I entered Sheila's room. Then he forced me to teleport us to somewhere near Vergen.
Did you talk to him?
He wasn't aggressive. In Vergen, he told me that Sheila commissioned them to assassinate Demavend. Them being the Witchers of the School of the Viper. Sheila helped them prepare the assassination.
I wonder why he told you about it.
Is that important?
Conspirators who suddenly divulge everything? I'd be suspicious.
There was some interference as we teleported to Edirn. I emerged intact, but pretty battered. I knew Philippa was in the area. I decided to go see her and lay my cards on the table.
Maybe Letho wanted just that.
I met a woman at Philippa's house. Thought she was just a servant or Philippa's lover. Before I could speak, I was overpowered by spells. I hardly expected an attack. The pain I felt as my body was compressed. It's indescribable. As if all my bones were being broken. It's even worse when you return to your true form. In any case, Philippa had no idea her lover was a Nilfgaardian spy. I was carried as that figurine all the way to Lochmuin. Asira decompressed me back just before they murdered her. Shillard interrogated me but learned nothing. If it wasn't for you, they'd have had me cornered. I didn't piece the puzzle together until I was here, in the dungeon. Now you know everything.
Did Saskia know the Lodge's plans?
She didn't even know the Lodge existed. Philippa told her that the sorceresses would support an independent state in the Pontar Valley, no strings attached. A fairy tale, but Saskia bought it. Saskia backed Philippa, and the people backed Saskia.
Who had Foltest assassinated?
I have no idea. Perhaps after Demavend's successful assassination, Sheila and Philippa decided to take the next step.
That would be stupid. Killing Demavend was a way to take control of the Pontar Valley. People would forget the regicide in a year, and the Lodge could put its plan in motion. They had to know that if Foltest died, men like Roach wouldn't rest until they learned why that had happened.
One thing is certain. Letho killed Foltest, and Sheila was working with Letho.
Ever find out what Sheila was actually doing in Flotsam? I find it hard to believe she went there just to kill a monster and earn a few ornaments.
You're right, of course. It had something to do with Letho and the Scoia'tael.
What did she want from Yorvith?
The Scoia'tael were Saskia's trump card. I expect Sheila needed to know what the elves would do, given that a war with Hensel was practically inevitable.
That'll have to do for now.
We'll learn more at the talks.
You're going to attend?
You have no memory of how the world worked before the Thanet massacre.
Actually, I know exactly how it worked.
That means...
We'll talk about my memory later.
All right. If the Council and Conclave still existed, kings wouldn't be assassinated and massacres would be less frequent. This is our chance to restore these institutions, and we shouldn't miss it. Normalizing relations between the rulers and the mages who advise them is our only chance for peace.
And our only chance to dismantle the Lodge.
The Lodge will disintegrate anyway. Once the kings learn it was behind the assassinations, they'll start a witch hunt. We can prevent that from happening. I'm all for punishing the guilty, but can't abide collective responsibility. I'm ready to go and reveal everything I know about Philippa Eilhart, Sheila de Tanserville, and their schemes.
Let's go then.
That was a lot of information.
Those Nilfgaardians, that's your work?
They followed their leader too blindly.
You killed them all?
They didn't slaughter themselves.
Nice graphical glitch. My sword! They're stuck somewhere. I'm gonna have to reload. Let's see. Save. Reload. There we go.
We shouldn't arrive at the same time. Let's split up.
The Lodge remembers too.
Rest assured I won't let anyone compress me again.
Some of the sorceresses will be surprised to see you. Watch them closely.
Don't worry, I'll manage. See you at the talks.
All right.
Good. Got 2 points. Do a point. another vigor would be nice, maybe? I think I'm gonna get... Let's do it like this. Let's get some bigger regen. 40%. That's good. That was a lot of XP. I wonder if we got 2 levels from it. Some of the mages. Looks like we're coming to a conclusion to it all. I'm still wondering about the damn part of the sewers that I can't access. I wonder if there's another path down somewhere down. For this now. Nope. See, there is an entrance down here. There is another way down. I just don't know where it is. Yeah, it all depends on your choice what you do. But there seems to be another path down. And it looks to be in the middle. Seems to be in this area. Here we go. Monsters on there. God damn it, and it was also locked. There was a third door too. Looked like to be somewhere over in this direction, I think. Let me see, if I go down I can see the map. So there's something over there, but the sewers also continues to the left. But there's like no way down for me here. way, so... That means we need to go to this side. Yeah, no, it came through that there are parts that you can't and can do depending on your choices.
Nothing special.
This is where the cave. See where this goes. Yeah, this is where we walked with him. Yeah. Should be a path down to the sewers somewhere around here.
Get out of there!
Listen, just as I thought. I remember when he
I
rode to
think.
Vizima, which was engulfed by a rebellion. Didn't want advisors, no bodyguards then. Well, he's capable of defending himself. Foltest and...
This is where we walked to see the king.
Bear, crow, something white.
This one was locked last time, and it's probably locked still.
Bear, crow.
I might be
something
missing
white.
something where I'm supposed to get the key from, or I don't know.
The white wolf. I can't believe it.
Sell off some stuff.
I tell you, shatter your towers and crystal balls, break your wands and burn your hats. Turn away the black cat.
What the heck is this thing now? Nothing I can do now for some reason. Something we have missed out on. Filippa. Dragon scales. It's for a certain armor, isn't it? Dragon scales. I just haven't found maybe this goes down to the sewers then. Okay. God damn it, it's locked from both sides. It's locked over here and it's locked over here. And it's locked there. It's like... Damn it! Still can't do anything with these, can I? You're supposed to light these up and then that opens. I can't light them up even. Guess I needed to get in there earlier to get that quest.
Renounce magic, I tell you!
Oh well.
Shatter your towers and crystal walls!
Let's go towards the end, I assume.
Have graced us with their...
We're about to witness a great event.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's go inside.
It's now or never.
In recent weeks, we have deliberated extensively in Vizima on who is to succeed to the Temerian throne. Because the fate of Foltest's last child remains unknown, we could not reach an agreement. Unable to reconcile the interests of the esteemed Temerian houses, we have no choice but to divide the country into provinces along the barony's current borders.
This cannot be, John Natalis. Temeria stands between Nilfgaard and the north. It must be a strong and united realm.
I too would wish it so, Your Majesty. But when Foltest was cut down by an assassin, the country's very heart burst.
I have learned that Anais La Valette is currently in the hands of the sorcerer Deathmold.
Clearly you have yet to learn of the slaughter that occurred today in the Kedweni camp, King Radovid.
Yet there is hope if the child lives. I hasten to remind you that Vernon Roach, his capture is also your responsibility. He is suspected of murdering King Hensel soon after the monarch's triumph in Vergen. As a Temerian soldier, Roach remains under your jurisdiction, Natalis.
Vernon Roach disappeared with his unit a few days after the successful siege of La Valette Castle. Should he reappear in Temeria, he shall be arrested and tried as the law prescribes.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the northern kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanserville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherd at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
Sheila de Tanserville should never be allowed to sign this document.
Triss Merigold, you decided to join us after all.
De Tanserville has royal blood on her hands. She can't sit on the Conclave.
That is a lie.
Have you anything to support these claims, Merigold?
There are witnesses who will confirm that Sheila de Tanserville was behind the assassinations of Demavend and Foltest.
Officials of the future Council and Conclave. Sheila de Tanserville should be arrested and tried. If Triss Merigold speaks the truth, Lady de Tanserville will be condemned to death.
Sheila de Tanserville, until Triss Merigold's charges are dismissed or refuted, you cannot sit on the Conclave.
Arrest her.
You don't know the whole truth. Merigold doesn't know what she's talking about.
Oh, well, guess we need to slay a dragon then. Yeah, exactly.
Geralt, we're trapped. Magic's no good here. I can't get us out. Sheila, you have to get Sheila.
You have to get Sheila. What do you think I'm doing?
Stand back while you can, Witcher. stop me, not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you. How do you like my dragon? You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Sir Synthesis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of Lavalette Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right! The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed! I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
Do I have to? I don't want to.
The diamond! Remove the diamond! I'll give you anything you want!
Nope.
No!
Hee hee. Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Oh boy.
Oh! What the heck?
Take that.
Oh, come on! What the heck, man? I'm in a dodge roll and still get hit. That's not gonna help us much. Actually, Tony All, I don't know if, oh, it's not gonna do much for us right now. Only thing is if it can bleed. Bombs, I don't think it's gonna do much. Do a 20 owl. Drink potions.
How many more can there be?
What the? Okay. Uh-oh. QTs. Going for a ride. No! I pressed the wrong one. Oh my god. Oh, that was right mouse button, not left mouse button. Bad Jim. It's snacked on by a dragon. Excuse me. I ain't gonna have it suffer. I'd rather kill it. Don't want it to suffer to death. That was a merciful kill. Good, Jim. You would have just walked away and let it bleed to death, huh?
A list of the Lodge's sorceresses. A list of the whores who'll help us find.
What's going on here?
Are you all right?
More or less.
And the dragon?
I had to kill it, unfortunately.
Unfortunately?
Philippa enslaved the dragon with her magic. If I'd let it live, we'd surely find it serving the Lodge of Sorceresses. Many more would have died. Before the sorceresses broke the creature's will, it was noble and beautiful in its own way. But I'm dead tired of having to choose the lesser evil.
Let's get out of here.
I guess Letho got away.
He's waiting for you.
Waiting?
Where the Temerians made camp. Come on.
What do you mean, waiting? How do you know?
Utter chaos broke out after the dragon attacked. I tried to reach Philippa's quarters. A terrified man approached me in one of the alleys, gave me a letter and begged me not to harm him. He said it was for you. The letter was short. I'm waiting in the Temerian camp, Letho.
What happened here while I was gone?
All the kings had many more armed men than they should have had at a peace summit. During the evacuation, several skirmishes broke out. The Kedwenis clashed with the Temerians. The Order's knights raped 2 sorceresses and killed those who dared try to help them.
Do you think the Council and Conclave will survive?
Well, they're established, and that's the only thing that prevented a wholesale massacre. Hard to say if they'll survive, but for the time being, no one's got any better ideas. Mages are part of this world, whether people like it or not. They have to have their rights, their place. Otherwise, another lodge will arise.
I looked it up, but there's only one way to I assume to, because he has a name, that dragon. But
Vernon Roach, step away from the child. She's of royal blood. Temerian. Too good for you, Horsens. You're an outlaw, wanted in all the north. Hand over the child and perhaps the king will show you mercy. I piss on Kedweni mercy.
Roach!
Triss! We can't let them have her! This is Foltest's daughter! I've heard enough. Grab them!
stuck in here. Oh my god, this is.
I failed. Deathmold got away. Thanks, Geralt.
Triss needed my help. You know that. The Nilfgaardians outwitted us all.
What are you talking about?
They kidnapped Triss. The Emperor dispatched the Kingslayers using the Lodge as a decoy. All in order to breed chaos in the northern kingdoms.
Temeria is lost. The Barons will pick it apart into bits.
It's not lost. Temeria will be reunited. Get the child out of here. Take her far away.
Yeah, but you need to have a specific weapon to cure the dragon.
One day, she'll reclaim her heritage.
What about you, Geralt?
I'm going after the Kingslayer.
A man of his word.
It's personal now.
Farewell then, White Wolf. I trust we'll meet again in better times.
Farewell, Roach. Where's Yorvith? How is Yorvith?
Proud, I think. The reward on his head has never been greater. Those seeking him, the Scoia'tael hunters, will be reinforced. The special forces throughout the north will receive more resources.
more health. Yeah, I looked it up. Leave blabbered. Up anything there?
This is no place for witches. Though I know you and you appear wherever something important happens.
True, though sometimes by accident.
And this time, also a coincidence?
Let's say I have something to take care of.
In that case, hurry. Once we're done cleaning up this mess created by the royal soldiery, Loch Muin will be magically sealed.
Getting out of here?
Temporarily. We shall return soon enough to rebuild the city. Loch Muin will regain its former glory. Until that time, we need to keep the treasure hunters and troublemakers out.
So Radovid trusts you?
We shall win His Royal Majesty's trust by delivering Sheila de Tanserville and the other traitresses from the lodge.
De Tanserville will be a problem.
Admittedly, Sheila can be slippery as an asp, but we'll find her.
You don't get it, Carduin. Sheila de Tanserville's dead, killed by an unstable portal.
Shame. She was to be charged and tried. She would have been convicted of her crimes.
Why does it sound like she was convicted before standing trial?
It would have been a formality, true, and at once a warning to other sorceresses.
Seems to me she led you down the garden path.
Forgive me, I must attend to some matters. And don't dawdle, the city will be sealed in 1 hour.
There he is.
Wait for me.
Geralt.
This is between me and him.
You don't have to.
I do. He knows how I lost my memory. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not there within the hour, leave without me.
Damn it. I can make potions in. Yeah, I should use this one now.
Took you a while? Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
Oh, it was?
Good. Had she lived, she would have suffered more intensely and much longer. She helped me quite a bit, through naivety and pride. I would not have gotten far without her.
So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
I only drink with friends.
What about old acquaintances, eh? Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
The winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days, delirious, in agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums, trying to seduce orcs, trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. And then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Ox, Sarret, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly. But it was uneventful. No violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the northern kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatier had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire?
She was when I left.
Okay.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every Witcher who wears the viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory? Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a Witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What do they want from you?
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern. How did a Witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his Pauline's end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper, the Witcher's order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago, and Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Seret and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way, but if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the North. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
What?
Care to tell me? How did you manage to contact Sheila?
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila, killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together, could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I'd been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila, and now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
Where'd you get your information about the Lodge?
From the Emperor and Vatir de Rideau, the Emperor's chief spy. And I believe they got it out of Yennefer.
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claimed she informed on her friends consciously. I expect they found a way to tap into her memory in spite of her amnesia, and without her knowing it. There was a sorcerer present when I was questioned. A young, proud intelligence officer. Whatever the case, they gave me a list of the sorceresses in the Lodge. Only Emir, Vatir, and I were present. Only we knew of the mission.
How do you manage to slay Demavend?
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. His habits, the positions of the palace guards, anything. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final blow. Besides, she had plenty of gold for the preparations. Greased palms abundantly. It had all the makings of a cakewalk. But it's never that easy. We barely avoided our pursuers. And we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth Scoia'tael, another of Sheila's ideas. With Yorveth's elves, not only did we cut down Demavend, but traveling with them put us out of the Lodge's reach. We could calmly plan Foltest's and Hensel's assassinations.
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery's solar?
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The King of Temeria would have to deal with the Lavalette sooner or later, and he made no secret of it. I was sure he'd want to recover his bastard children in the process. And where do they take the children when a castle's under siege? I had to become a monk, but I couldn't just arrive at the monastery and claim I'd see the light. Not very believable. So one of Arion's patrols out in the forests happened on a Scoia'tael unit torturing a helpless monk. Arion's brave men drove off the elves and I found shelter in the monastery.
No one noticed you had no wounds?
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later. Only the dead can keep a secret. Then all I had to do was wait for the situation to develop. When I saw you enter the chamber with Foltest, I thought I might fail. Luckily, you failed. To recognize an old friend.
When did you decide to get rid of Yorveth?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorveth, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran.
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorveth. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
No, I remember. So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Flotsam.
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I'd bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind, or that Yorveth was manipulating me.
And the North descended deeper into chaos.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You. I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
Shame you didn't take a shot at Henselt yourself. History might have taken a different turn.
Maybe I would have killed him. Maybe you would have killed me. Who knows? But Henselt's death, although desirable, wasn't necessary anymore. The plan could go forward without it. Besides, somebody else got him.
You know who?
Come on. We both know.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here. The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
Time to fight. Ready?
As I'll ever be. You fear death. Stop. What does it feel like to be almost dead?
I said fight.
Wolf has teeth.
And they're sharp.
I'm better. I can tell already.
Of course you can.
You tire quickly.
I'm tired of your talking.
I don't want to kill you.
And I'll kill you gladly.
You're nowhere near my level.
Of course not. I'm Kingslayer.
Yeah, what the? Didn't I have any?
I've had enough of this dance. Goodbye, Geralt.
That's what I get for touching Triss. Oh, he kidnapped her, no? Yeah, no. But yeah.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. In Flotsam, he slew Bernard Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained Temerian, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobenden to hear of the Witcher's deeds. The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole. Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. After Foltest's death, Temeria's neighbors began to vie for the glittering prize that was the realm's throne. Yet the murders of first Demavend, then Henselt, forced them to look to their own problems. Temeria fell prey to its power-hungry barons. But Vernon Roche held a light of hope for the dying realm, and he tucked it away in a place safe and still to await better times. Years before, Geralt of Rivia had witnessed the fall of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loch Muin re-established both bodies, their founders sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices. Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
But I can remember I didn't play when I played it last time. For some reason I don't think I played Rouge. I think I went with Jorgen, because this one was a lot of things different from me. But I can remember. No, nothing happens if you let him go, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Roach is nice. He has his, you know. Yeah, Jorvet is a bit of a schemer and yeah, but that's typical elves, though. They say they are so damn pure and all, but you know. I like Sultan. He's so. He says what he thinks. There's no holding back on Sultan. Then you have Dandelion who things with a wrong head sometimes, or most of the times, I would say. Yeah, that is for sure. Killabushi would get used anyway, as he said. That's the reason why he killed her. Because she would get used again. But yeah, because I think I remember me curing the dragon when I played from the dragon is another person. Can't remember her name. Let me see if I can look it up. Saskia. You have to find a specific. Looked it up here now. You need to have a specific weapon, a dagger, and that's the only way to cure her. If you don't have the dagger to cure her, the only way you have choices you have then is to slay the dragon or walk away. But I don't know if you can get that one during this one though. Because the playthroughs are different depending who you go with. It's your rift, yeah. So last time I played then, so I did go with your rift. That's why I didn't recognize a lot of this. Which was good for me. Because there was a lot of new stuff for me then. Even though if you remember the places and most side quests, you know, there's still some differences. I'm looking up here what the differences are. It's now in the third chapter. There's a lot of differences. It's a really well-made story writing in these games, though, man. Very good characters, too. How devious some are, how good some are. Then there's a few things I don't like in Witcher 2. How you have to drink your potions is one thing I don't like. And I don't like the dice poker. It's like just one round. Yep, Witcher 3 with the new next gen update is the next for the Game of the Year edition with all its updates and everything. Yeah, it's out. It is on GOG. It's out on all platforms. From what I can remember. Are you sure? I thought it was already out from all. You have a schedule update? Yeah, but you can update it before. Yeah, it should be out because I did that update already. You're just waiting for for the update to go automatically by the 13th. I think I had something an update 2 waiting to go on a certain date, but I just decided to let it go. Do it now. So it should, but we can check. We can check after this credits is done and all.
can look into it and see how it looks. Well, it's a good thing to start it when you just before you go to bed then. Yeah, but I think we're gonna, as we discussed before, we're probably gonna go with a hard difficulty. I mean, I could go Death March, but things are so freaking tanky in Death March. I read the differences. I mean, it's like, and they do so much insane damage too. Environment friendly, yeah, right. The Witcher, free difficulty. I mean, there are specific builds, but then you have to be very specific of what how you build your character if you're gonna play on the hardest difficulty. I rather recommend people play on normal or enjoying The Witcher the best. But I would probably play it on hard. I mean, hard is not... Well, the only thing with hard is that the enemies hit like a truck down. So these are the different settings. On easy, enemy health is 50% less. They got no damage bonus, and you get 100% more experience on easy. On normal, enemies has 10% more health. They do 40% more damage, but you still get 100% experience. On hard, they have 20% more health, do 130% more damage bonus, and you only get 90% experience. But if you go Deathmarsh, very hard, enemies have 80% more health. That's freaking, that is so much more health. And 230% more damage they do. And you get the 80% damage, 80% experience only. I mean, that's not good. I don't like those difficulties when you increase health so much. It's like, yeah. Yeah, well, they do 230% more damage on each wing, so from the ghetto, so yeah. You pretty much get massacred, you know, when the game starts at the first time, when you sitting there with a horse and having a nice little moment, and you're gonna get slaughtered instantly in the first. So
Then it doesn't come interesting for me really. I just don't like it when they increase health so much. Damage they do, okay, that's one thing, but then you need to do a lot more damage too. I'm playing very hard and you have to play so defensively, it's insane, and you have to drink potions and use oils, and it becomes like a chore. We will play it just on hard. They will hit hard still. I mean, 130% more damage. It's a lot. So gonna have to make a defensive build somehow, so we can take some damage. A Quen will be essential. Yeah, but raising health is not a good way to. There's games that I like when they increase the hardest difficulties. Enemies hit harder, you hit harder. You still have the same health and you still get the same experience. It's just everybody hits harder, so you just have to be more responsive and, you know, react correctly. That's what I like. Is what I like for the difficulties. When they're making a harder difficulty. Increasing health, I find it to be a bad way to do it. Becomes more doesn't become a skill fight, it becomes more an endurance fight than anything. Like, how long can you keep your focus? So instead of a fight is 20 seconds, yeah, now the fight is all of a sudden like 5 minutes long. I mean, you can make enemies very intelligent already today. And there are some games who, if you attack certain ways, the game learns that. So if you keep doing the same attack movement, the enemies learn how to deal with it. Yeah, but New Game Plus, that's a different story. Yeah, that forces you. Yeah, I mean, for NG Plus, that's a different story. Then I can understand if you increase the health and everything. But on a first playthrough, that's what I'm talking about. It's New Game Plus, that's something totally different. That's why many times it can be boring playing on the hardest difficulty on some games, because it becomes more I have to do this fight, it's gonna take like 5 minutes just because they gave like a 200% more health. It's like, okay, it's not fun from not from my perspective. I find it a bad design. For NG Plus, then it's okay, but not for from the ghetto.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I have all the DLCs too. I can remember one quest from the DLC. That's it. And it has to do with Roach. That's all I can remember from the DLCs. Well, it wouldn't help if I played something between anyway. Damn, these are some long credits, man. Holy crap. Well, I've forgotten most of it, so... But usually it's one thing to talk about a game like this and playing it. I mean, I played Witcher 3 4 years ago. I think it is. I saw it on GOG. Start shooting this one. Yeah, I have to check on the graphical settings too. What we're gonna run it on? If I'm gonna have ray tracing on or not? Because a lot of people say it's pretty rough, the new one, with all its updates and stuff. So if he is, let's see what it says here about Witcher 3. I have two versions of it. I have the normal Wild Hunt and then I have the Game of the Year edition. So I played a normal Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and bought before I even had Game of the Year edition. If you click on the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt here. Yeah, 4 years ago, my playthrough was done in 61 hours and 47 minutes.
Yeah, these are some... Holy crap, that's a long list. 331 hours. Damn. In those 68 hours, I don't think the DLCs are being counted on. Sure, maybe they are. And an arrow shoots the bunny through the head. Yes. Evil bunny. Yay! Snack time. Why does this character look like Kingdom Come Deliverance character? For already, that's karma for you. And there they are. Guardian army.